What is Amazon Elastic Container Service? Amazon Elastic Container Service is a fully managed container orchestration that helps you easily deploy, manage, and scale containers applications. So basically, what it does is when you write a code, you put it in a container like Docker or something. Uh, then you deploy it and manage it or scale it. It helps like that. So basically, it does the function of the Kubernetes. So basically, they're both the same except they have different APIs. As a fully managed service, the Amazon ECS comes with AWS configuration and operational best practices built in. So you don't have to actually configure or like go for the best practice. So it's already there. It's integrated with both AWS and third-party tools such as Amazon Elastic Container Registry and Docker. So this is basically, you might have heard about Docker Hub. There you register your images. So same goes for this one. This is the Amazon made one. This integration makes it easier for teams to focus on building apps, not the environment. So basically that's what it does. You don't have to consider about how am I going to deploy it, is it going to be configured properly. You just have to build it and then you deploy it. You can run. So it's basically, I think there's an environment called Choreo from WSO2, which is actually they had a competition nearby. So basically, it also does the same thing. It acts as a wrapper for the Kubernetes kind of stuff. You can just so this is the platform. So you design. I just want to say this. There are a couple of services that can do this. Even Heroku does that. This integration makes it easier for teams to focus on building the applications, not the environment. You can run and scale your container workloads across AWS regions in the cloud and on-premise without the complexity of managing a control plane. Capacity, the infrastructure where your containers run, controller, deploy and manage your application that run on containers, provisioning the tools that you can use to interface with the scheduler to deploy and manage your applications and containers. So let me explain it a bit. So containers capacity means infrastructure where you so that's correct, I guess, in a way, like you see of the capacity. So this is basically the environment they are speaking about. So controller means deploy, manage your application that run on the containers. So that's what it helps for, I guess. The following diagram shows the easiest layers. Let's move on to this one first. So as you can see, first capacity means as I said earlier, this is the environment which we can run in. Then the scheduler is the one makes the action, I guess. Yes. So provisioning means basically they are talking about the CLI, Copilot, Management Console. These are the all things that can be used to like integrate an application. Let's say, for example, you have a payment gateway, you have to integrate it. You use these platforms somehow to integrate. Amazon ECS capacity. Amazon ECS capacity is the infrastructure your containers run in. The following is an overview of the capacity options. Amazon EC2 instance in the AWS, you choose Amazon EC2 in the AWS cloud. You choose an instance type, the number of instances, and manage the capacity. Serverless. So basically here you have to define how many EC2 instances that you need. I think most people will go for an automatic option, right? So I think that's where the Fargate comes. So you don't have to define what's the server, what are the engines that you are going to use. You can just pay as you go with with Fargate, you don't need to manage services, as I said, yeah, handle capacity planning or isolate container workloads. It's done for you. You just have to deploy and not think about it. I think most of us will use the Fargate, and even AWS promote on using Fargate. On-premises virtual machines or servers. MSN ECS Anywhere provides support for registering an external instance as on-premises or virtual machine to your ECS cluster. That's pretty cool. Like if you have when you have a corporate environment, you have on-premise in it, and you just want to register it to your Kubernetes or like ECS, for instance, it will be much easier. The capacity can be located in any of the following resources. So basically, let's consider our EC2 resources. So it falls under availability zones, log zone, failure zones, AWS regions, AWS outposts. The MSN ECS scheduler is the software that manages your application. So basically, there's a scheduling happening in this cluster. So that's done by the scheduler. Then provisioning. There are multiple options for provisioning Amazon ECS. AWS provides a website interface that you can use to access your. So as I said, to provisioning means basically provision, like provide something, right? So for the instance and all, like this is the one you get to like interact with. So basically that's it for this ones. The following diagram shows the lifecycle and how it works with Amazon ECS components. Amazon ECS application lifecycle. As you start with the container registry, then you pull an image and make it as a task, define the application, then deploy an as application as a ECS task or a service. Yes, from task or a service. So this task is actually considered as a pod if you consider in terms of Kubernetes. Yeah. Yes. So that's all, I guess. Like that's the basic idea, gist of it. See you soon in another video.